Welcome to another video with Invest with the Doctor. In this video, I'm going to talk about whether it's too late to buy Bitcoin and where Bitcoin is going to go next, technically, looking at the technical charts. So, Bitcoin roughly generates 50% returns annually, which I think is fantastic. No other asset in this world is going to give you these kind of returns. I tried to do some research to see how many people here in UK own Bitcoin. I found out that 2.5% of UK adults owned Bitcoin in 2023, which is around 1.3 million people. In the US, 30% of population owns crypto. I couldn't find exactly the number for Bitcoin, but I could find it only for crypto itself, which is 30% of the population. According to an article by Bitcoin Magazine on the Nasdaq website, 1 in 4 Americans own Bitcoin, which is a huge number. More and more people in the US are adding Bitcoin to their retirement accounts, which is quite interesting. MicroStrategy already has 252,200 Bitcoins on its balance sheet, worth more than 21 billion at today's prices. Their plan is to double the company's current Bitcoin holdings. Already, MicroStrategy has the largest Bitcoin holdings of any company in the world. In fact, MicroStrategy currently holds more Bitcoin than either the US or the Chinese governments. This is quite interesting. Saylor of MicroStrategy is determined to transform his enterprise software company into something he's now calling a Bitcoin Treasury Company, or BTC, as a way to capitalize on this. Already a handful of companies have shown willingness to follow MicroStrategy. For example, Semler Scientific, ticker symbol SMLR, is now increasing its Bitcoin buying plans as it increasingly transforms from a medical device company into a Bitcoin treasury company. And Mara Holdings, ticker MARA, the world's largest publicly traded Bitcoin mining company, has said that it's about to add a lot more Bitcoins to its balance sheet. So it's mining these Bitcoins and it's also buying Bitcoins to put on their balance sheets. I think this is fantastic news. That means there's going to be a buying spree for Bitcoins for these companies, and as more and more companies realize this, it's going to become something quite popular for the companies to put Bitcoin on their balance sheet. So why are they doing this? The answer is simple. As long as the price of Bitcoin continues to rise, it makes sense from a purely financial and accounting perspective. The market certainly think MicroStrategy's Bitcoin buying strategy makes sense. Consider that Bitcoin has almost doubled this year, while MicroStrategy is up more than 360%. So that means people are thinking that it makes sense for Bitcoin to be on MicroStrategy's balance sheet. So where is Bitcoin headed in 2025? The good news, of course, is that the new US government win appears to pave the way for a rally in Bitcoin in 2025. Just like a MicroStrategy, the US government could go on a Bitcoin buying spree of its own next year. According to the latest vision for a strategic Bitcoin reserve, the US could buy as many as 1 million Bitcoins in the near-term future. That would likely force other nations to follow suit to keep pace with the US. Thus, while a Bitcoin price above 1 million within just a few years might seem unimaginable to most people at the moment, just consider what might happen if every sovereign nation goes on a Bitcoin buying spree. That might just result in the kind of Bitcoin gold rush that Saylor has predicted. So, I mean, why am I saying all of these things? It is because I think the price of Bitcoin is still not as much as people might think it to be high. Okay, now let's look at the technical chart, and let me talk about where the price might be headed. So this is the Bitcoin weekly chart. with the weekly Heikin Ashi candles. So all of these are weekly Heikin Ashi candles that you can see. So the Bitcoin has formed a cup with handle pattern over the years. So as I've been mentioning in my previous videos, this is the cup itself that you can see, and this is the handle, the cup with the handle pattern, which is which is considered a very bullish pattern. And this is on the weekly time frame. And the candle here shows that there is a weekly close sort of above the handle itself. So if we look at the Bitcoin, let me show you what I mean. So let's look at this breakout. So cup with handle, and you can see, let me show you this breakout here. Okay, so this is the cup with handle breakout that you can see. The current price is more than 90,000 US dollars. I mostly talk about weekly time frames because it makes the most sense. You don't want to look at the daily volatility of the Bitcoin. You need to look more at what Bitcoin is doing over weeks and months. So if you look at this cup with handle, we can look at the breakout itself. So this is the cup with handle breaking out of the handle itself, and if we take it from the bottom up to the cup itself, and we move this up here, this will, and we look at the price here. So this is roughly 121,547 US dollars. So the price could easily hit a price of 120,000 US dollars if it follows the technical pathway with a breakout from cup with handle. So I think Bitcoin is just starting this breakout. We are expecting in the coming weeks and months the price to move towards this target. In smaller time frames like the daily, you can always see a pullback from time to time. Don't get shaken out. Don't panic sell everything. If you zoom out to look at the bigger picture, things are looking very promising. And I feel this is just the beginning. Currently, like I said, the price is around 90,000 US dollars, which is a bit of a resistance, but Bitcoin has broken this resistance today. And it will only take about an 18% pump to a price of $100,000. This is not a short-term pump, but a bull market move, as I have mentioned in my previous videos. This is what Bitcoin normally does in this point in the cycle, so don't be surprised. This is what it does. This is normal for Bitcoin. Keep riding the momentum until there's no more momentum left here. So if we look at a measured move, so let's measure this, okay? So from the current price of, let's go up to around 90,000, and we go up to the price target that I've mentioned, which is 121. We are talking about a 35% move from the current price. So Bitcoin can very easily technically move up another 35% from the current price. So do your own math and see if it makes sense for you to buy Bitcoin at the current price, because technically it's headed that way. So this is all I had to say. Please do your own research. If you find this video helpful, please like and subscribe to the channel. I will be doing more videos like this in the coming few days and weeks. And as always, thanks for watching.